Good day there, good day. People showing up, that's lovely. That's great. No ads, no pain. I decided to get them all out of the way, but I just sit here staring. I'm like a fucking android. The ads go on, I switch off. I'm part of the Twitch network. I just got up. Must be the growth. I have a introduction reel now with some clips that play. I was gonna hit play and see what happens. Oh, what's that? Is the song? Is done? Is that okay? Just quickly saying the server. Feel free to tune in from bed. So let's see if anyone else wants to join in. I'm not quite awake. Yeah, exactly. Nature. Here it is. Let me turn off the mic so you won't hear me in 10.3 stereo. Quadruple penetration stereo. Hold on. Where is it? Some? Oh, right here. Yeah, here we go. It's just some clips that could play at the start, right? He fucked that one up. Come on. He just ended it. It's like, okay, wait, no, that was too fast. Never mind. Is the sound there? Can you hear sound? He really fucked it up a little bit. I didn't hear every. We're gonna get a game started up. Such a Blam song. No wonder I liked it. Without realizing it was a Blam song. Just intuitively liked it. So, thank you for your time, Lux. That was the Romanian section of this Zelda stream. It's a bit long, but what can you do? Gives me time to go take a piss and start up stream. There it goes. Here comes the joke. I'm not gonna do the whole thing. We've been here last time, by the way. This was recent. I must have missed it because I couldn't laugh. Hold on. Maybe this time. All the highlights, all the classics. All the classic meltdowns. And the stream. That was the last. That was my soul exiting my body. All these months of hell, and it led up to these clips.
Do you know how bad water can be for plants? If you give it a lot of water, it's actually very bad for your fucking plants. It's probably the #1 killer of domestic plants.
Sims 4 is booting up and loading.
Thanks for waking me up, you delicious stuff.
Not gonna look at that. I'm worried that they're gonna be corpse. My favorite clip is coming up. It's the worst. It's actually very stupid.
Still wasn't it?
It's very short.
No, we go down.
This one.
Not in one go, Link. Please. Not in one go. It's very nice. Very considerate of that dragonfly.
I love that there was no reaction to it. Just to feed it.
Bounce of it. And then still get the K and not fall into the swamp.
Okay, that's enough. That's enough.
Do you know the thing where you're just swimming around?
That's enough. I'm not ready for Rosmario Theus. Hi, everyone. I'm not bouncing. Hold on. Now we're bouncing. Now we're bouncing with power. Woo! Alright. Welcome to the world of The Sims 4. A world full that is only limited by your imagination. As long as you install enough mods. Because the A isn't gonna make anything happen. This is the world of Rusty Living. I don't know what the packs are called. Let me see if I know what the packs are called. You know, it's hard to say when you may or may not have bought them. This is Bus Game. There's also Best Game. The Al Hali Baba Oasis. I named them. I named my worlds, right? And this is. Oh yeah, by the way, for the ESA. What about my feet? What about my feet? Anyway, so this is the save file. That is for my playthroughs. There's not really any playing through. There's no escape from this game once you start playing it. There's no escape. You're just trapped. It's just a perpetual stasis that your dollhouse is trapped in. But let's say that for my Let's Plays, or whatever passes for that, I made this world specifically. It's like you don't actually play this game more than like 2 hours a year. What is it? How many hours do you play it, Zach? Once every 3 months for maybe 3 or 4 hours. By the way, is it actually set us the game? Yeah, okay. Yeah, it is. The game's title is set, right? Good. Right. So, yeah, I made a whole Let's Play save file, and what happened in this save file? I mean, I can't fault you if you forgot, by the way, because, like I said, I barely played this. What happened is that I think I started a completely new save from scratch. So I had a lot of townies. Some of those townies have since been taken care of, so to speak. But others are still there. Now, from the database, we may get some interesting characters to spawn, but also alright characters. Because most of them I had some hand in modeling. However, we may occasionally see more curious characters. And of course, we got our favorites, the default townies from several expansions that I have a legendary vendetta against. So, I see a dick, so we need to get rid of that problem. So I don't get banned. That's a reboot. Wait a second, isn't the no mosaic mod in here? Wait a second. I need to see if I have the censorship mod on. Then I'll return to my my stint and my shtick. Also, the weather is not that hot, but I have been active. I've been biking a lot and running around. So, because I have 2 save files, I actually made... No, that doesn't make sense. No, I have not just 2 save files, I have 2 versions of the game installed. Updated and not so updated. So, the updates break the game a lot. So, to fuck around in a Let's Play, it's all fine, it's all well and good. If I update a game from time to time and risk shit breaking, it's just the price of all that fun we're having. But when it comes to my Canon save, I don't like that, so I have a separate installation for that. It's not entirely separate because the DLC is just like a bunch of files that do not require updates or scripts. So those folders are shared. to save disk space. Like seriously, it's a lot of shared folders. Well, that boring shit aside, it also means that some mods are shared, other mods are separate. I use the whole system of symbolic links for that, so I can maintain this installation. And now, currently, I'm interested in whether there is a no mosaic mod for my Let's Play or not, and I kind of forgot. Okay, so I'm going into the updated mods folder. Let's delete the local thumb cache, by the way. Or, no, actually I can't, it's in use. Yeah, so welcome to The Sims. It always takes a lot of time to set things up, especially if it's for a stream. But we'll get around to it. I've done most of the work over the last week, or at least for this save file, it was more like yesterday. We'll get there. So I don't really know if mosaic is... What's it called again? No mosaic. Because that's the censorship mod, and it needs to be... Moxie Mason made that one. Someone called Moxie Mason. Thank you for allowing me to see my character's dicks, Moxie Mason. That was very considerate, and it still works. It's from 2017, and it never really broke. But let me see, it's not supposed to be in the folder. Oh, motherfucker. Oh no, so I have the penis slider mod, that's fine. Oh, well, I'm good. Okay, so it's just gonna be, if you see any penis, it's just gonna be in the avatars. But that's not my fault. Oh no, what is it with Sims 3 has completely different ways of spawning Sims, doesn't it? I think they have natural progression indeed built into it. This game just generates new people instead of having real progression. Or no, at some point they implemented the neighborhood stories. So I think they can adopt a child, or they can have a baby. But I don't know if it's the inbreeding or just the poor way in which the new Sims are generated, because I don't think that the inbreeding is the real problem. It's not like they're gonna have hidden birth defects and stuff. Like some latent genes that make their forehead big, but you didn't see that in their parents until they start marrying their cousin and woohooing. So that is not a real problem. But I'm a little concerned. Let me turn off for you guys. Let me turn off the game. I'm still here. I'm gonna do something about the thumbnail. Oh no! Oh my god! I see a clown. There's a clown family. I will show you. Fucking hell! This game, everyone. Jesus. Where was the guy with the dick? Was he bit down? Did you guys even see the dick? I'm not even sure if it was visible enough. I just saw something that wasn't a pants. It wasn't a pants, yes. Let's see, elderberry. Oh, there are a lot of you saw a lack of pants. Exactly, that's the word. And there's so many townies to kill. We need to really step up our game. There are way too many alive. I set out this save file because, like, what do I do when I have a let's play? I kill people. I killed the Sims that I did not make. That was my gameplay. I significantly started playing less and less once that goal had been achieved, and I had a full mausoleum in my main save file. But then I made this one, and I actually recreated a lot of the well, I wouldn't say that I recreated the houses. I imported this, I imported that household, and such and so. I kind of made a compact version of my original save file. And sometimes I updated it, like if the relationships changed and such. It was some extra work, just so I could have um hi. Hi everyone. Thank you for watching this Zach show. Yeah, just so I could have more victims. And I could relive those fun times. Maybe a bit, it won't be the same as the first time, right? The first time you kill Mila Munch, you cannot have that kind of, cannot have that again. The pure joy. And I remember how I killed her too. I put her in a carrot juicer. No, she wasn't that. She died because I made her embarrassed. I was showering in her house and I made her pee herself. And maybe there was, I don't even think I used vampire shenanigans. I think she may or may not have had an embarrassed buff from the vampires, but there was some shenanigans going on. Also, I flirted with her unsuccessfully, which also made her embarrassed. So she died from embarrassment in her own house, in her bathroom. Yeah, you cannot beat that. Nowadays, I use ultra violence just to cut to the chase, and the chase is usually a car coming out of left field and hitting the townie that needs to die. I cannot find the lack of pants. Why did it stand out to me so fast? And now it's like... So this sometimes happens if I remove DLC, but I'm starting to think sometimes they just throw off their pants to fuck with me. I don't trust it. Some are safe like that in the gallery, unfortunately. Like one of their outfits simply has that issue. Oh, no, 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 wait, no! I fucking forgot it was on screen. You fucked that one up. And then I switched to the screen in full screen. But no, this is fine. Let's turn this up. Let's turn this off gently. There may be a lot of feet here, but there shall not be any tiny pixels that may or may not resemble a cock. I don't even know which guy it is because you, like I said, when you open casts, you don't see it. It's like in one of the outfits somewhere. Sometimes it's in the dark form of the vampire. Oh, it's their main outfit. Alright, alright. Well, now you have pants, dude. I'm also going to override the household so it will not spawn again without pants. Fucking gross. It may still happen. But if they show up in the game, at least they will have Mosaic, supposedly. I don't 100% trust it, but... There's always kick, is all I can say. There's always kick. Will I have Cat Bugo resubbed 5 times? Like the parasocial addict he is? No. And that would be a great loss, of course. That will deeply wound me. But at least I can say it is an honest mistake and I won't get banned on Kick for showing pixel dicks for now. Presumably. So, let me see now if everything is in order. Munch? What is their name? Oh, include custom content. Yeah, we don't need the dickless version now. Cause MCCC include. Oh, they're not even included in the whole lineup. So, where's the game? Oh, hey, game. Hi. What do we have here? These are all largely Bro and Alt are my own guys. They're quote unquote active households, as if I play with them. But then you have the adjusted NPCs, their cuz. You got the bros, you got a cousin, then you got some memes and shit. There aren't even NPC or memes, I guess. But she should be labeled NPC, guy, I guess. I see him here without the pants, even from this size. I'm so tired of that fucker. Why is he in that household too? How do I end up with all these pantless wonders in my gallery? And the only way to get rid of that one sim in that one household is to, either open external editor or to place that household and then delete it, but I cannot show it. But you know what I like about this? It shows that there is a lot of history. And some of the history involves people throwing their pants away. What a fucking streaker, dude. So I'm moving in the streaker just so I can open him in CAS, and then, well, I didn't actually have to move him in. I'm opening him in CAS from the gallery. That's a dog. Oh, you don't hear anything, right? Well, other than, well, what the microphone picks up. Well, okay. See, I don't want to delete the whole household. Okay, goodbye. I don't know what kind of pants he wore, but I was experimenting a little bit with eco lifestyle, in and out, in and out. Probably was wearing the jeans from that. I did kind of fuck up with the sound. Now it's on. I have a lot of sliders, a lot of gates, a lot of openings for which there's sounds. Maybe a minute. It's like a fucking pipe organ over here. Right. I feel confident about turning the game back on. See, no more Mr. Pantsless. He's in another household with pants, saved as such, over here. This guy, third one. And interruption. I hope not, but let's see. I'll continue my important duties in here. Oh, that didn't work, huh? There. That was the bark, by the way, this guy.
Happy happens.
Let me see if I can also put on a soundtrack. Like, what is a good sound? What is a good Sim game soundtrack to have in the background? I don't just want to listen to Sims music forever and ever and ever. We'll return to our world tour in a moment after this little incident. I think I'll use the opportunity to quickly run like 90 seconds ad, so we've had that. We've got the pre-rolls disabled for the second part. You're not missing out. You're not missing out if you get an ad. You're just getting, well, you're missing out on brain cells, but but you know, you're on Twitch, with to be expected. When you see my avatar move, it's not because I'm talking, it's because the background noise is loud and my microphone thinks it's me talking. I'm actually muted. But not in Discord, so my PNG is bouncing. God, the doors in the hallway are so loud that Discord thinks I'm talking. I'll pushes down one of the handles. It's like, and Discord thinks I'm going. Which, to be fair, does sound like a perfectly normal speech pattern for me.
Happy happens.
Okay, just a moment. Just gonna get the coffee, I guess. I just took the moment to wait for people to be quiet, to take like a normal bio break stuff. I'm gonna mod you if you're still around, Pork Chop. I'm gonna mod you so you can play with the alerts. Let me see how to do that. /mod, I guess. /mod. Evil. Yeah, that sounds reliable. There you go. Moderated privilege to evil Dr. Porchop. You know, I see that word evil. I think, hey, that's the guy. Now you can type alerts with my permission while I'm away. So you can announce that, for instance, try typing !alert and then say something about the god. The god will be right back, because yeah, that would be a bit immodest of me to say about myself. I'll just dictate it to you.
Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow. Happy happens.
Hello. There we go. Why does the moment I sit down, someone open the door? I hope they better close it behind them again. It's so loud, you guys. I miss having my own floor so much. I miss that. I would stream upstairs, but in some cases I would have my own floor. At least it'd be less activity on the hallway. But guess what? It's Wi-Fi only. That's not great when your maximum upload speed is like what 30 MB. No, it's not a lot. I need 100% of that. I need to juice it through the upload cable-wise. So let me see what I know about these worlds, right? We got the base bus game. This was Get the Fuck. Get Europe. Generic Europe shit. I have no... And now the doors just open themselves, even better. Jesus. Such a cursed abode. Haunted. This one, I don't know what they were trying. This was City. City. Let's go to the city. This was Get Vampire. Get 2 animals, so we can sell your horses separately later. This is I don't know. Oh wait, this was the famous one. The fame. Get Broly, like get Zack. It's like I'm 5-star celebrity in this world. This was the lead developer's love letter to Netflix, based on his favorite Netflix show, Stranger Shit. I don't know. Island, Hawaiian travesty living. Harry Potter fanfic. This was university. Let me see if I know this one. Eco lifestyle. I would know that proper. I know the title of that one properly because I removed it so many times from my game. I hated it so much. I kind of still do, but the thing is, I'm not updating one of the versions of my game, so I was like, you know what, it doesn't matter if I have some extra packs installed, I don't use as much. Plus, I think me removing this one and liking one of the pants from them is why I have some guys walking around with bare dicks, so yeah. I don't want to make them stay. Also, some lost their hair. There's one hairstyle I sometimes used. I don't want that. I don't want it again, so I just decided to stick with it this time. And my other save is more compact, so it's not gonna. It doesn't have the latest stuff, or the 5,000 kits they've released since the start of the year. So I'm good with just having a legacy edition that is like still a manageable amount of DLC. Get Seppuku. Snowy Seppuku. The Butter Croissant's domain is... I don't know what pack it is. Crusty Living? Oh yeah, Crusty Living. This one was something with marriage and... pirates? No, oh no, that was me. Get Buggy? Buggy Living? Marriage Living? Romance, rushed pack for Valentine's Day. Fuck if I know what this is actually called. And this one was from the... There are furries at the AH squad. Yeah. Someone's badly disguised furry fetish, HQ. This one was... the same as this one. Same as this one. Exactly the same one. University Light. And there was a teacher that was absolutely terrified of dying, but she didn't respond particularly to seeing the Grim Reaper, I think. I'm not sure. And this one is... oh, look at that. I have that will in my new build. This one is like, we should really stop by now, but we can't stop milking it. Lifestyle. This one's reply. What was this actually called? What was this one called? Another Mediterranean mashup. Diarrhea. Living? Get diarrhea? So that was my world tour of... well, actually it wasn't. That was just my promotional hashtag ad for the DLC. I'm sure you want to buy them. Look, they made it easy for you. If you don't have something, you can see it. You don't have it? You don't have Batu? You don't want Batu? You never want Batu? Well, it's still gonna be here. Wait a second. Was it always there? Weren't worlds hidden if you played offline? And the answer is yes, sir, they were. Until they released this expansion, and then suddenly they would never leave you alone about unowned worlds. So that's the main reason why I stopped updating. It wasn't even the bugs and the glitches that potentially fucked with my canon save, where I have my entire pantheon and religion laid out to some extent. No, it's actually because I was so OCD and pissed off about Batu showing up, and I didn't want this world installed in my canon save, and yet it shows up, even if I don't have it. So yeah, that is my OCD for you. So that's and if it were down to me, even if it was like, you know, I'm not saying it's not a legal copy, but I would never update. Never update. Or downgrade it the moment I can. But then again, I'm also OCD enough that I made 2 entire servers on a different platform than Discord, because they forced me to change my name from Zach to something else. Yeah, don't fuck with OCD, people. Come on, shitty, big-ass, cash-grabby shit companies. Some of your customers like things the way they are because they're neat and organized. And they're used to things looking a certain way. And I also keep changing. I also change back the UI because I don't like that sort of messiness that they turn it into. I don't understand why companies like EA and Discord have to change. Have to make things messier. Messier looking. Messier display names. Yeah, it is messy when there's no capitalization. And when you have to make your name longer because someone else already took it. Yeah, that is messier. It's not cleaner. It's worse. And I cannot stand mess in any form. Except for on my desk, there's now currently a bounty. Well, actually, I cannot stand it either. There's some bounty plastic bounty here. Wait a second. And then the Sims 4 UI, the way it actually looks now without the mod, I cannot look at it. I cannot look at it. It's all shades of blue that I never knew existed, and that is not a compliment. It's because people avoid those colors of blue. It's kind of like this one. And again, it shoves a lot of advertisement. It looks like the front of a store page. I complain about this every time. But if we just ignore this, then I got reasonable control over this save, and I got an even tighter control over my legacy save that will not be updated. I wonder if mine has the surgery scars. I don't know if the alt save has the surgery scars, but I found it such a weird thing to add to a game that doesn't really take things like surgery or gender adjustment or anything seriously. Everything is so cartoonish and easy, and that's all. Here are some surgery scars to remind conservatives of the fact that you get scars if you change your sex. Let's emphasize the physical trauma. So we get even more. So we really fuel that transphobia. That is a great idea, EA. You're so inclusive and progressive. We'd love to have a cartoony world where surgery scars, top surgery scars, are the only realistic thing about it. Just a lovely little reminder. Like, it's nice representation, but just download a fucking mod if you want that, because it's not like you can have alcohol or drugs or accidents where you break your bones and all that sort of thing. So why do you need fucking surgery scars? It wasn't like there were surgery scars for other stuff, is what I'm saying. So it just is a bit gritty. Just gritty. No reason. I thought being trans was about having fun, alright? And especially in the Sims, it's just about... You know what? I'm going into cast full edit mode. I'm gonna say, I can now get pregnant. But I still pee while standing. Go figure. You know, that sort of thing, and nobody gives a fuck, because that is the only surgery you have. That is the only surgery you have.
You don't get scars from going into CAS, EA. Just make it lighthearted, cartoony, and easy and accessible. Oh, and they added it for teenagers. You know this like under 18. You know who loved that narrative about all these so-called millions of kids, quote unquote, you know, undergoing surgery that they regret later. That is not the narrative you want to feed. I'm passionate about this because it's just like progressivism in the worst way possible. The most self-serving, blindfolded way possible. Fucking hell. Let's have another sip of coffee. That was just your daily precursor before you start thinking this is an advertisement for the game. Because let's face it, I'm pretty good at this game. Because this is exactly how you should play it. Just by looking at the worlds that you have bought. All the money you spent and be like, oh, oh yeah, I remember buying this. Oh yeah, what was this pack called again? Like, it's a memory game, right? It's not even a fucking life simulator. It's not even a dollhouse. Everyone got it wrong. It's a memory game. Seeing if you can remember all the names of the DLC that you spent money on. Or your parents' money on, I guess, in the case of their target audience. So I'm pretty good at that, as I just demonstrated. But yeah, this is not to say like, hey, you want surgery scars on your sim? Cool. Download a mod, please though. But hey, you don't have to because now it's in the game. But, you know. But I downloaded a mod for to have a dick. Talk about inclusivity and representation. I downloaded a mod to have a dick, and that's fine. That's fine. Okay? Because it didn't fit the original theme and lightheartedness of The Sims 4, and I accept that. It's my world, my game, so I customize it with mods. In a way that doesn't make anyone feel intimidated. But do you want me to count the folders quickly of how much DLC there is? This dramatic music, let's turn it up because I think it's fitting. So I got 2 folders. Let me see, the updated folder has starting from EP1 to SP43, and that's not all packs. I'm going to count the packs that I don't have installed in a moment. That is a total of, oh, let's exclude the game folder and the readme folder. 74 packs. Only, oh God, 74 plus. Let me see, which do I not have installed? Oh, 80. There are now officially 80 packs. Although I have to say that it seems that about a good 30% of that are kits that they released like crazy. They churned those the fuck out once they realized that people were not boycotting that shit. The Sims 4 basically became kits, the kits for. Like it's just maybe 10 items for $5. It's all very microtransaction-y. And lo and behold, it's also when the game became free to play. I wonder what their business model behind that is, huh? Other than releasing a new kit every few months. But you know what? If you pirate it, it's kind of fun because sometimes you just get like... Oh, the stuff packs were too good. The stuff packs were getting high effort, did you know? Like after the fiasco of my first pet stuff that people hated because it was cutting content from previous packs, something they've been consistently doing now with entire expansions and kits. Like so a lot of kits have stuff in it that feels like it should be part of an expansion. But you know, initially people were shocked, people were shook. Like, oh, this is content omitted from Cats and Dogs. So after that they had Moschino stuff, which actually had a career, and then Paranormal stuff, which also had like Bonehilda and a career and a lot of gameplay to it, more than some game packs. And it wasn't as glitchy either. And then they stopped. They realized this is too much effort for what we're getting for it. And these smaller packs were supposed to be maximum profit and minimal investment, so... No, let's just try a new format. And people ate it up because by that time I feel like too many OG simmers, they were just so sick and tired of all the broken expansions and they just gave up. And they either pirated it or just didn't look back. Just went to play The Sims 2 and 3. Yeah, they moved on and now we have a whole new community groomed to spend people's, probably the parents' money. I don't know who these people are. I don't know how young they are or how impressionable and dumb you have to be, but when I was younger, I still had some standards. After after I was 13, maybe. I feel like the answer is kids, but at the same time, that doesn't suffice because they don't. I don't know. I don't know. There's still a lot of people that are clearly in their teens, not quite kids, and they should know better at that age. I'm sorry. Are kids from the later generations, like Generation Alpha and stuff, have they been so ruined by corporate greed they don't even recognize it anymore? They don't know that they're slaves, basically, that kind of thing. I wouldn't say slave, but you know that quote, right? A good slave is one that doesn't realize they're a slave. That's kind of what it feels like with this generation. Or they're like, yeah, I know it's not really a good pack. No, there's not a lot in it, but I want all the pack. Like, they got this FOMO. They got this huge FOMO, and they got this childlike need to collect everything. Or some shit like that. Or like, they look for excuses to buy something regardless of criticism. They acknowledge that it's not quite right. They acknowledge that, like, yeah, I'm still gonna get it. Because I just really like to have a greenhouse. I just like this one shirt a lot. So I'm gonna buy a pack for that instead of just downloading a mod. You know. Everyone is so spineless. Every last one of those fuckers is so spineless. I don't know either, but I think it's like under 18 or something, or after 2000. Maybe after 2005, 3, I don't know. Very late Gen Z, early Alpha, I guess. Oh my god, I just feel like I want these kids to do better. Not because I'm like, oh, these damn kids. No, I'm like, God, how am I gonna ever leave this planet if people don't wisen up? You know, you can't. I hate to be that. I hate to be so needed to offer words of wisdom. I don't want to be the wise one. I don't want to be the responsible and wise one. Because I thought, there's so much information around, and kids grow up so fast, and they get so many impressions on the internet of so many different types of people and conflicts. They learn to deal with conflicts better, sooner and earlier. Like, I had my temper tantrums like a toddler till I was much older than I should have been. I feel like I learned faster from the internet in the end. So I thought, okay, if you grow up on the internet, you learn fast, you grow up faster. And then they're still, in some ways, so foolish. It's disappointing. I thought they would grow up faster. And now I'm starting to think some will not grow up at all. Yeah. Isn't Generation Z coming along a bit better now? Are they catching up? They were never that bad, were they? Yeah, but the thing is, they don't have good experiences to compare the bad experiences with. Yeah, it takes bad experiences, but what if you've never seen a Sims 2 or something? Then Sims 4 doesn't seem so bad. If you grow up with Project Renee or whatever Sims 5 is gonna be, and it's gonna be subscription-based shit or some shit, most likely some metaverse-like game, you're just not gonna know you're being finessed because that's all you've ever known. And then we are the old and negative ones. You know? That's how it feels like. And then sometimes you got someone that's like, yeah, no, I'm younger and I think this is shit and I don't want to eat it. There's some hope there, but maybe it's just that every generation is like, What am I doing? I was gonna say 90% dumb cunts. I didn't have to vanish into the background for that. I'm not ashamed to say that. Early Gen Z, born late 90s. First experience seems to... Yeah, you were younger. I forget that too. Like, I started playing games when I was 10 or 11, but... that means that I'm not that far apart from early Gen Z playing video games. Because they started playing at a much younger age. So let's see what we've done, right? Since we're talking, we're having a good time. I don't know if it's boring, but... let me check. I'm very sorry if I'm being like a shady bitch or something and you feel like personally attacked. That's not a thing. I just don't like people that they're gullible. I don't like gullibility. I don't like foolishness. It doesn't really matter what age you are, but it does feel like it's more prominent the younger people are for logical reasons, but also because it's like the world they grow up in. And now I need to be this testimony of an old, more civilized, well, actually not civilized, but at least more enlightened generation, and that's not really good. It just puts so much responsibility on my shoulder. I want to be the fucking kid. Look, I'm wearing a fucking cap backwards, okay? I want to be the dumb kid. Don't put this on me. Don't put this burden on me. And when I'm done on this planet, I want to go back. I want to go back to my pantheon and chill and not have to worry about people getting ripped off by EA on here. So grow up, you stupid kids. Get your shit together. I want to show my original save for a bit because I actually finished that. Turn this up. Now you may notice that if everything is done correctly, and I hope so, it will be the other instances in Dutch. There's some voodoo. Actually, let me exit the game. Otherwise, I'm not sure which version it will capture. So, now we got this version, right? It's in Dutch. Which means it uses a different mod folder with the mods that are for 1.94, the older patch. So I finished the whole Footdew Valley thing that I worked on. But it wasn't actually a lot of changes in houses, more like changes in households, but I'll show you what I mean. I'll show you what I mean. Finish spinning! What if that stupid thing wasn't spinning? Would it go faster? Would it just load faster because it's not wasting a resource on the plumb up spinning? Like, isn't it loading the sides of the plumb up constantly? That's not how loading works, is it? I feel like this is the gameplay of The Sims 4. This is a real Sims 4 experience right here these days. And it's on SSD too, for fuck's sake. Right, so we had our so I made this one, right? Notice the world is different because there's a different save. It's called Henry Fort on Hooverly. That's Henry is actually a Hoover, for those who don't know, with a face. And he likes to do coke. True story. Seen a video of it. So we got Zakuros, the barbarian warrior with his harem. That is also Zach, obviously. I sent to the worlds. I started out with just an innocent, young, and boyish and starry-eyed same version of myself. And now there are like 12 of me or something, if I include the alternative versions. So 6 canon ones and 6 alternatives, or 5 alternatives, I don't know. Yeah. I made their chest a little bit more square. But that doesn't mean their boobies are like sticking out. So this is just a nice little villa in the middle of nowhere. Big bro? No, yeah, you could say that. It's like the jog. This is a Zac. This is a Zac too. The bare-chested jog version. And he is now also a farm boy. A sexy, sweaty, muscular farm boy. Yeah, that's my new alter ego. Or at least that is the new alter ego of my alter ego. He's also... He moved to the countryside so he could get glistening while tilling the land. Then there is the original, the one and only, Supreme. That's me. Right here in the corner. Right here on the spot. And then there's one that is less powerful, but actually otherwise the same. But I don't always want to be like manifesting as the most powerful god ever, so I like the fantasy of also not having that responsibility sometimes. So that's where this guy comes in. Otherwise the same. Otherwise the same. But just like more sharing his power and authority. That's some of the alt households. I'm not gonna go over that because they live in the alternate save, and that's where we're gonna see more of them. I don't know exactly where Broden went. Here maybe. Oh, that is Zakuya? No, that's Zakuya. Alt Zakuya. No, that's another guy. Okay, I lost some of my alter egos, guys. Let's see. Maybe here? No. Here? No. Oh, fuck. Where did I go? I lost track of myself. So how did you like The Sims 2? Did you play a lot in that game, or did you play The Sims 3 more? I'm still looking for myself. Did I go here? Did not go here. This one is a big one. I moved this for the first time in years. It's always on this lot, but I moved it here for reasons. And I think because here there was another lot, the palace, that I moved here because I really wanted to populate this neighborhood, and this is a huge lot to fill, and this one feels very organic here. And it also feels organic here, unlike this one necessarily, but at the same time, I'm like, let's subvert expectations. Plus, I'm tired of this neighborhood, so I just make it like, yeah, it's for Sims I love and made, but I'm not really playing them a lot. There's Broden. That's more of a younger version, I guess. He's more... He may actually buy some of the packs and then live to regret it. Let's put it like that. He's he likes his alternative fashion. Like I used to. Sometimes I still do. I still have a weakness for glimmering maggings stuff. So there's definitely still an aspect of that youthful indiscretion there. And he has a mermaid boyfriend, and a Viking boyfriend too. And then he has, and then finally we have Sakuya the... Well, he looks very he's wearing the same outfit, unfortunately, in this one as my main character, but that is a coincidence. He's a martial artist, and I guess he's a bit of an adventurer. He's not quite an alter ego, by the way, because I'm not an adventurer. So he's a remote ego. Sims 3, you played more than that. Did you use the NRAAS mod a lot, or? Sims 3 had huge packs though. Even if they were, even if it was a bit buggy and started going downhill, but it was still immersive. It was a good RPG experience, right? So that was this save, and I think I showed my neighborhoods here. Did I skip any? Someone is here. Oh, that's alternate bro then, okay. Yeah, so we're gonna play in this house today. But let me show you what I did because I had to size it down a little bit. From how wide it is here. Getting some water. So if you hear my voice fading away, it's because I'm walking around. More loading screens. So I really want to play more Sims on the stream because I find it an easy game to rant about. There's always a lot to talk about. And to bitch about. But there are so many loading screens, so I'm not even sure if it's... Especially with the way I like to play my game, like also a lot of organizing involved, and I spared you at least a day of moving around stuff and people. If not 2 or 3 days. So this is the restaurant I'm going to buy today. I don't know if I get around to playing in that, but the thing is, it's on another lot in my alternate save, so it's not as wide, and this whole section here has been cut off. So we're gonna have to maybe put a shark pool somewhere else. This part is just gone. But it's fine. It exists in this form here. I feel like this is chopped off, and that's also kind of irritating, the way that it just chops off walls that actually fit within the lot when you move around a lot. Otherwise, it seems pretty complete. This is a more elaborate version of this house that is actually originally just 30 by 40. I added a lot of random jungle adventure island paradise shit to make it actually jungly enough for the jungle club. And so no, I guess I don't need to save. What? Oh wait, I do need to save because I added a fence. So back to the alternative universe, right? If we are still here for it. Is it done? Can it close now? Do we really have to wait even more? Okay, next. So I had a couple of ideas. When I was up late last night wrapping up things for the Let's Play in preparation of it, I was giggling myself shitless in my insomniac state, or if, as I say, insomniac state. That's gonna be my new old nickname on here. Insomniac Sec. I love that name. Because I want to play a lot more Sims stuff. Like I said, it's so much easier to kill time in the Sims 4 than it is for me to actively react to platforming threats, little crocodiles and mine carts speeding at me while trying to do commentary. I don't know, it's draining. Also, I hear Koopa. I think he wants to make a cameo, but I'm not sure if he should make a cameo because he's gonna resist being on my lap. Alright. Do you think my PNG is big enough? I feel like I deserve to be bigger in the screen. I feel like I deserve to fill up the whole screen. The game shouldn't even be in it. don't even know why macrophilia is a tag of this stream though. It's like no one is gonna find me from that tag. No one is looking for that. And even if they were, what would they find? I mean, just playing this game and sometimes make a joke about it. That's it. Gay and feet. I don't want to talk about feet today. I think maybe I don't know. Just too tired and underslept to talk about good stuff. Good. Dream Home Verninator. So I have base mental drugs installed, whatever, however you pronounce that. Yeah, I also feel like the game is just sort of in the background, and I'm the entertainment. Even my PNG could fill up the whole screen. Sure wish I wasn't so tired today. That would have been grand. I'm thinking of canceling work just so I can sleep later instead of work. I mean, it's good money, but at the same time, ugh. Sleep is also quite. It's brain money. It's a currency for your brain. So yeah, here in this world, we still got some people that think they are gonna be able to keep their house. They are allowed to keep their houses until I burn them to the ground, because that was my idea. I'm gonna do some redecorations. For instance, I'm gonna see if I can. I don't even know how the mod works, but if I can help it, I'm gonna buy some drugs and leave it in their house everywhere. And I will redecorate maybe by starting fires. Maybe by bulldozing the lot. And it's a dream home. And it's being decorated. It's Satan's dream home. They never said whose dream. And I want to kill some people in the restaurant because there was an update to the restaurant mod that I think was you can have people order takeouts. I know that's insane. Imagine if EA would just properly revise the pack like they did for Spa Day, actually fix it and add some features to it. Like basic features. Like people sitting the fuck down when they eat. Or ordering takeout. And then maybe I got some, I can do some farmer gameplay. I don't know. I don't think you will see a lot of sweat in this game though. But the idea is nice. So in this alternative universe, we play with the alts, right? So they're labeled by the A. So we got this, potentially this one, this one, this one, this one, no. Oh, this one is active. The other A stands for active, so they have a restaurant too, by the way. But I'm going to buy a different one. If you've been here before, you may remember the other restaurant. That is over here in the Hairy Butt Fair. To translate it. This one. And here's the new restaurant that I put on yesterday. I'm going to show you in a moment how brilliant and beautiful it looks. Good, I want to be more awake. But who's gonna buy it? Is it gonna be Zekros? Is it gonna be Zacharias? the supreme deity himself, aka me, by the way. Me. Because I took the screenshot of my PNG from like main Zacharias. Then we have the punk, and then we have the jock. I think I'm gonna go with this one. But I think he would be a fun dream home decorator. It's a little bit. You know what? I'm just gonna play as myself. My main self. Sleepy. Don't want to feel sleepy, guys. Wake me up inside. Can I just get like 1,000-person raid to wake me the fuck up? That would be something. Oh, these plum bulbs are kind of hypnotizing. Getting a little sleepier from it spinning. Okay, but hear me out. 2-hour nap, and then we get into it. After rambling for an hour about on the world screen, 2-hour nap, I feel like I did enough. What should I do? I don't know. How do I even do anything with the drugs? Just curious. Just asking for a friend. Search drugs. How do you buy drugs? How do you buy drugs for people that you redecorate the house for? Oh, the soundtrack ended? Oh no, the video was just randomly stopped for no reason. Okay, so it's time. I can't see I can't find drugs. I typed in drugs, I can't see any. So no matter which Sims game, they never managed to create a robust system for tagging and grouping furniture to specific businesses. Yeah, that's possible, but you can lock rooms, I guess, to staff. But I do think that certain, like, if you go to a restaurant on a restaurant lot, I don't think Sims are gonna start cooking on the chef station. So we got this house. We've seen this house before. I've shown it many times. It's nothing that changed here. There's a lot going on. Is the artist? Oh yes. This is the sewers for guests to make it through. But there are no guests or roommates currently living with us, so that's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna play a lot in this house right now because it's interesting as it looks. Why? You know what irritates me the most? That the fucking plum bobs are so visible. I hate plum bobs. They always end up in my screenshots and shit. So let's turn it up. It breaks the immersion, right? Now I want to go by the restaurant and show it. And hopefully next time we're gonna have some fun with it. But I need to be in a more awake mindset to have fun with killing Sims. So how do we buy anything? I don't know. I don't understand this. Oh. Right. That's still in the same spot. I thought I did it on the... Okay, is this broken? Or do I just not have any money? No, it's not broken. It just takes a while because they need to go like, ah, Badita. Ah. They first need to finish the dumb animation, I guess. I hate it when it loads up the lots and everyone is simultaneously psyching and doing the same animation. So hive-mindish. Let me see now. We got this. And because I don't have enough funds for arbitrary reasons, I shall counter that with a little, just typing a few words, right? No harm done, just a few harmless words. Because the point is not to make money. That's too easy anyway. If you want to make money, apparently you can just wait a second. Wait a second. Is there a little pixel in my PNG? Or is that no, it's not. It's actually dirt. It's a crust on my screen. It looks like my PNG is not transparent. I think it's crust on my screen. How many loading screens has it been now? So long too. I remember when it was still short. I started playing and it was around cats and dogs. It was still manageable then. I was getting Sims 3 duration, approaching that. Except you constantly have to load up shit because every lot is a separate instance. I'm trying not to be as negative. Just a little grumpy. So here's the restaurant. Is there anyone that wants to visit the restaurant? Even though it's not open. Is there any guests? Are there any takers? Hello? Hello? What a top location, eh? I sure picked the best one for 300,000 simoleon restaurant. Best location. But I do like my middle of nowhere. What is this? They still doing that whole look for frogs thing from the base game? Let's ignore this little moodlet. It doesn't exist. You're wrong. Then go to work. It's not to... Why do I need to tell them? Then go to work. Is autonomy off or what? Gameplay. Only for the select. I don't know why they don't go to work. Too complicated. It's too technologically complicated. So here we go. Excuse you? What the hell are you doing in the restaurant? It's not open. It's not open. Who are you? Why is there no name? Oh wait. Fuck, I need to plumb up. Oh, he's a bouncer. Oh, never mind. Yeah, I said it. I wanted to bounce around a lot. He's fine. I don't need to kill him. He used to be a fisherman originally. He spawned randomly like in 2018. He was a fisherman, I think. And now he's a bouncer. Just a new job, new career opportunity. He's so versatile. So I didn't change too much, but I cut up this part because it was like, as you can see, it was too wide. No, wait, the other side. This side. See, this was where the swings were. I had to cut it off, but that's fine. The core is this part. This is all residential. Including this swimming pool, by the way. Oh, I do look forward to being able to paint ceilings, because my screenshots always have this shit. All the stupid white ceilings, and it ruins a lot of what you should be able to see. Why can I not just have the upper floor show in my screenshot? Because you wouldn't see a black hole if you were down here. So we got this little swimming pool. It's like, oh, this house is a little map. No, you can't. But I think they're going to implement that randomly, like after a decade. They usually have some of these weird patches that implement basic features around the time of an expansion that adds absolutely little to nothing. So I just made the entrance a little different. This personal entrance is a dog entrance just for the household members. Also, the staff member can enter through here, and then if he enters through here, the host, that is, he can check in customers. My only problem is that he needs to be able to walk people to their table, so I actually need a sort of a gateway out, I guess. The problem is there's no gate for this. There's no... They cannot just remove a rope. I may just have to suffer a non-fitting gate. In which case, this whole door is just pointless, isn't it? Oh well. So I intentionally made an irritating queue that is absolutely not necessary. I just want to, right off the bat, torture the guests. Is it good for profits? I don't care. Obviously, it wastes their time, so it's not really profitable, but I want them to walk like this to get to the entrance, and then here, disdainfully, the peacock is looking down on them. Disdainfully, haughtily, you know, not having it, showing its tail, ready to take a dump on the customers. There should be, and then to insult them further, they need to enter through this. This was where it was really just, I don't know, my brain was very tired, I was very giddy. This is a baby fence. It's literally called baby fence and a baby gate. But, because they're probably very stupid, they wouldn't realize that they're being, you know, messed with. This is all very... Sometimes the game changes something, a wall back to the drywall for no reason. Because I changed the room size or something, and it's like, drywall. Whatever. They would probably think, oh, this is such a beautiful Arab-inspired room. Also, none of this is really, like, originally themed in any sort of Arabic way. That was just a quick, cheap hitch makeover. Tacky. It's probably not cheap, actually, with all the tiles by now, but... So we got this beautiful gate. Then we got a baby gate, but... And assuming they think like, oh, this is blue, this is probably just some kind of exotic Middle Eastern style of fence with these bright colors. Wow, it's so exotic, these bright colors. These colored people from the Middle East, right? That's what I think. They built with such bright colors. So beautiful, so different from how we do it in America. But really, it's just a baby fence. Well, I had a lot of fun thinking about that sort of thing. Then if they want to go to the toilet, they're almost shitting themselves, right? They have to pass by him, and he's judging them. He's watching them practically shit themselves as they head to the toilet. But the orc head it is. Killer whale. He's... Maybe he'll comment on that he smells poops. He smells their farts. Maybe we should have that kind of animatronic built in. And he comments it. And you can hear it throughout the restaurant while we putting the tables. If someone's walking there, think they have some privacy? Think again, they don't. Just going, well, they have it on the toilet, but as they walk there, this guy is commenting on their farts. And the worse it stinks, the higher it spouts the water. I would hurry up if I were you. And the whole restaurant can hear it. Yeah. These paintings make you angry. I don't know. There must have been some attempt here to kill people through anger. I don't know if it was successful. But what I probably ended up doing was giving them pufferfish while they were angry, and that killed them all together. Killed them all the same. I had 1 or 2 dinner parties here back in the day. So here's some chef stations, I guess, or 1 at least. Maybe get another one. Because I want to take out one. Are there only 2? Interesting. Oh, anyway. So you have to assign 1 for takeouts, I believe. Why are these... Wait, why did they look different? Why are they different? Wait, what? I don't get it. Is this the lighting just messing with me, or are they different, despite the swatch being the same? How is this? Wow, the light is really messing with it. Yeah, that's how light works. I don't get how this... I don't get how this works at all. I really thought it was a different swatch. But there will be chefs, there will be cooking, and there will be death. And humiliation. And that's just the start, because I only had a quick look at some of the things that were in this pack, in the Growing Together pack. Maybe I'll add more nonsense that I haven't really used a lot, because I have not been playing a lot in the last few years. But now and then I did decorate, so most items from this year in particular, I'm not really familiar with. Let me see if I can add something like another whale bird. Something we really need, right? Maybe like I'm not familiar enough with this game. I'm not even qualified to comment on it. At this point, I don't know any of the gameplay. That, as far as there is gameplay, I usually was disappointed in it, so I kind of gave up. Here. I'm gonna put this in the middle of the restaurant. I know that. So this is fairly new, right? And also I want bees. There need to be bees in the restaurant, everyone, so they can get fresh honey. And there's not gonna be any objections. There's no excuses. They need bees. Opera has decreed it. Do we need a weather machine? Don't we already have one? I feel like I put one upstairs somewhere, but... And there's a satellite. Well, if I get really bored, I may kill people with a weather machine, but I think I already have one somewhere. If not, then... Get rid of this stupid cloning machine. There. Don't even know how that works. Still very limited to the career, to the scientist career, isn't it? Here's a tree house. Do we need a tree house? I don't really think so. I wonder if any adults can use it. Also, it's a base for a tree house. How does that work? Oh, you have to build it as a placeable on treehouse in the buy menu. Fuck is that? Hold on a second. Search placeable on treehouse. In recreation, in crafting, in outdoors, and out. Which one is it? Oh, it's all this. Is it a lot of kid stuff or what? Oh, you can get meteors to fall on your Sims with this. I had a whole stargazing club at some point for townies. That was fun. That was kind of fun. I may do something like that again. But then, how does the treehouse work? Did they build it? Did they build it? I don't even think it looks good here, but at the same time, I can't help but like want to try it out. Maybe a small version of it. I can't. Let's make a tiny treehouse for tiny people. Tiny treehouse. Let's build the customers a treehouse where they can gaze at the stars and get struck by meteors. This is hideous. This is hideous. Make it green or something, or just, yeah, that's much better. There we go. Now let's add some, I don't even know. I prefer just sometimes putting stuff in the garden over. In general, it's a lot more relaxing to do build mode stuff than this to play. Let's raise the terrain a little bit. So I think I'm gonna play more and actually play a little bit later after I had some rest. If that's acceptable, because I feel like I've been talking a lot and talking a big game here, but not actually following up on it. I kind of feel bad about that. I feel like amateur streamer. It's almost as if I'm paying less than a fraction of minimum wage per hour while I stream, right? Almost as if. That's not very jungly of them. Yeah, this one is, but let me see. I want more jungle. I really want to create a lush Middle Eastern jungle illusion. There you go. This is kind of exotic. Oranges are kind of exotic. That will get them. That will definitely deceive them. It will have to do something like this. Who fucking gives a shit if it's actually generally tropical or anything? It's also just a complete style change from this whole jungle garden to the to the Arab basement, but you know, Arabic. Or is it Arabian? I guess it's Arabian. Ish. Maybe subconsciously I was inspired by this dark ride in the Efteling, the Fata Morgana. They pronounce it in English even. Fata Morgana. So you have this whole queue there as well. This resembles the outside Wick when it was in the 90s, when it was still like a super popular attraction. Maybe on a busy summer holiday day, there's like ropes and fences, and the busier it is, the more you have to go around, stand in line before you even get to the entrance of the building, where you stand in line some more inside. Let me see if I can find that. I think we made good progress. We bought a restaurant, and I showed you guys what's up here in this world. I showed you guys my new PNG tuber. I showed you the old world. I showed you the new world. So much fun we've been having. Where am I? That's the real question. Where am I in all this? Good question, actually. Still waiting for the... Still waiting for the thing to close down. Yeah, here we go. Let me see if I can find it, what I meant. The subconscious inspiration. Like, I will say it is responsible to some extent for my obsession with underground or indoors water decorations or water. I always like to have like swimming pools in my basements and stuff. I think part of that is because this is a boat ride it's a bit like a tunnel of love, but with a lot more exoticism to it. Let me see if I can find it. Let me stretch for a bit. Here we go. Now we're stretched, and I made good on the tag. I made good on the feet tag from earlier. Let me see. Oh, it's not showing? Why is it not showing? I mean, it's easily fixed, but it should just... So this is the... In the ride. But I was looking for the outside. Oh, that's why. Oh, there it is! Right off the bat. I mean, that is a far more sadistic queue than the one that I made in terms of how long it can be. But anytime I went there, it's been years now, but anytime I went there as an adult, it wasn't like when I was a kid, but maybe that's also because I never went on weekends and stuff. But this was usually you could skip this whole thing. Like you see here, it's just empty. But you can imagine how this is a lot of zigzagging, zigzagooning. But yeah, you can just walk in like that, normally speaking. And then indoors, you got the balconies and the water and the queue. Lots of building stuff that is just there as a decorate. It's all decorative. The whole top of the building and the tower. I just love this design. Not just for nostalgic reasons, but just because it fascinates me. I have this thing with water and indoors and caves, and let's call it Musca Cave apparently, but it kind of started with this sort of thing. But it's not like, oh, I want to go back to my childhood or something. That's not the feeling I feel here. It's more like there's something weird about this setup. Just the whole going up. That there's not really stairs. It feels like the entrance to, like I said this before, it feels like the entrance to a WoW raid. Even though that was not a thing when I first went there. All the way up, all the way around the water. And this is not skippable. But I do remember standing in line here as a kid. Oh my god, I love this. It's very backroomish, almost, this part. Yeah, you would be watching a lot of people come and go on those boats. And despite the fact that there's so many people in boat, you could still stand in line for 45 minutes. On a really crowded day. Again, I don't know how it is now. Now I kind of want to go again, but it's not easy to go there from here where I am now. If we're in the Netherlands, I would go tomorrow. Hop on the train. Be there tomorrow. I'm gonna have to find out. Does anyone want to come with me to this Dutch Disneyland sort of thing? I just love how many stupid, pointless turns it has. Is that the exit? Yeah, that's clever, right? I love how that is set up. That must have been fun to design in The Sims. Oh, they show the whole ride even. Well, let's just show the start, right? Maybe we can do the rest later. If you guys want to see that. So this is just a regular customer. It's not like it was closed or after hours or anything. It's just a quiet day. Yeah. Oh, they went in all the way on the right side. Oh, this gets my heart rate up. This is so fun, right? The water is really shallow, but because it's on the boat is on a fucking rails. But you can smell it. And there's a curtain. A curtain over the water. And it opens and closes. How unique is that? You don't have that in your house. Why can't we have that in our houses? Why can't we have boat rides in our houses? In our basements? That's my dream, to build a house like that. With a curtain that opens automatically. And this shit is actually not that sophisticated. There's a lot of plants and there's something that's painted on a wall. And I think that Distant Illusion has changed over the years many times at projection. It wasn't a projection before, I believe. It wouldn't dissolve like that, I think. Is there a Python is the question. Is there a Python? Oh, there is. Yeah, he's still there. That boy's been there since the 80s. It gets a bit less small. It feels like it gets a bit bigger in scope after a couple of these sections. I just love the Pythons. So why does this remind me of Jigsaw? Or something along those lines. Is he gonna open a fucking door or what? So we got some lightning, he opens the door, right? Good stuff. I'm not sure about about having all this in the basement. If I were to make a house, I wouldn't want all these. I don't need Agrabah in my basement. Not the entirety. Just the water part, the jungle plants, yes. That's my favorite section, by the way. Just the first part. The plants, the boats, the water, the current. It kind of... The wizard I can do without. The wizard I can do without. But that's my inspiration. We can do more rides. We can visit more rides. I think I did this one before as well. So I'm gonna save this, right? I'm gonna have to watch the haunted castle one that they demolished. I have to watch that one too. He really takes his time for it. I appreciate that. You become wet in that? No. All the stupid Dutch people and kids commenting on YouTube about how fun it is. Like I'm doing now. How dare they? Alright. I'll leave it at this for now. Depending on interest, I will revisit this. Right? This is the new stream format. Me watching random videos and playing The Sims. And talking. That's it. No more games. Maybe occasionally. Maybe occasionally, because I think that if I want to play it, I want to play it. But I'm not going to be like, I'm going to play a game for the stream. And try hard at anything. Don't want that. It's about this. It's about this, what we have here. From my heart to your heart. What is that from? Is that from Star Trek? Is that from my mind to your mind? Was it some Vulcan shit? I think so. Alright. I can't do the Vulcan gesture, by the way. I find it very frustrating. I saw Kid Boga do it a couple of times. I wish I could do it as well, but I never succeeded at it. Even though I'm very much a bit Vulcanish in my apathy. Alright, everyone. I hope you've been schooled. I hope you've been educated, and I hope you've not been offended. But I'm not so sure about that because I just talk a lot of shit without realizing it. I'm not the most compatible person. Probably. Sad. No one said that, but I suspect it. Because I see some stupid shit, I really struggle. I go like, you know? I want to not say anything, but it's hard not to say anything sometimes. Everyone, thanks for tuning in. We may go for round 2 soon. Maybe tonight. Maybe tonight. Maybe tomorrow. But there will be a round 2. I'm gonna play the restaurant stuff and maybe redecorate, burn down some houses. Redecorate some houses to the ground. Dream Ash Decorator. Alright, see you around, and thanks for tuning in. Your lovely community, and lovely viewers, and lovely lurkers. Shout out to the lurkers. Thank you very much.